What's going on, people? Welcome back to the Loading Podcast. My name is AJ.
And my name is Arthur.
How's it going, man? How you doing?
Yo, I'm doing all right, yo. You know, it's already July 24th, 2019. You already know, Brooklyn, New York. Over here just doing episode 5 right now. It's all right.
Yeah,
doing
man.
Good. How are you?
I'm doing great. You know, we're at the end of July, and I don't feel like it's been that long in the summertime yet, and I'm kind of concerned.
Yes, right?
Yeah, dude. Like, honestly, no, I'm chilling, bro. You know me. I'm doing what I got to get done.
Yo, I'm not going to lie. This summer has been feeling like it's been going very fast.
Yeah.
Honestly.
Yeah. But that's kind of every summer for you if you really think about it.
Yeah, that's
It's like,
true.
damn, we're done with this already? We gotta go back to like 9 more months of cold? Right after this? It's like, jeez.
Like, just imagine when you were a kid and then you were craving summer vacation so much and then it goes by instantly, whether you have to go back to school or college kids that have to go back to college and everything. If you're working, then, you know, this is no problem for you, honestly, but sometimes I just wish the summer was just a little bit longer.
You gotta work through the pain.
Yeah,
Work
you're
through
right.
the pain, honestly.
You gotta work through it.
You know what I mean? Like, honestly, when I'm actually working, I kind of put myself, when I'm doing this podcast, I put myself into a zone where it's like, I'm so focused on what I have to do, the time goes by really fast.
Yes, I agree with that. I do that for the most part with this podcast. With the other job that I have, I just usually let the time go by, honestly.
Yeah, like, even when we record this, it's like, yo, all right, bye, guys. And it's like, wow, that felt like 2 minutes. You know what I'm saying?
Then you look back on the recording and it's like over 40 minutes. And I'm like, what
yeah,
the
definitely.
hell?
But it's important to be consistent in anything you're doing, for sure.
Yes, exactly. It's important to be consistent and always put your passion and your love into doing these types of things, you know?
Yo, can I just say, though, real quick, before we started recording, though, we had a little audio test, I guess you can say. A little audio test. Yeah. And real quick, I'll just edit. Let's just go to a flashback real quick. And I'll show you why this is probably the driest humor that this guy says I've ever said in the longest time.
It was the most unenthusiastic, driest, and most forced piece of humor, I guess you can say, that I've ever heard you say in a while.
Yeah. All right, guys. So check it out. Let's get ready to Chris Brown somebody. Yeah. Domestic abuse. Okay, so let me explain.
Yes.
Let me explain.
Yes, please explain to me.
I just said the first thing that came to my head, honestly. Like, I don't know. It was just the audio test. I was just checking to see if my level was good for him.
Like, this man just said the most randomest thing, and then when he plays it back, he hears himself, and he starts dying. Especially when he said Chris Brown.
Yeah.
I
like dry humor. You know
it sounded like he was being tortured. It sounded like someone had a gun up to his head and be like, yo, make a joke right now.
Do it right now.
Do it right now.
The money in the back.
And then he's like, Chris Brown.
Chris Brown.
It was so random, my goodness.
Mm.
Oh, and also, another thing that I want to say, this also kind of opens up to some of the news that we saw this week. So,
before we get there, will you transition? You want to talk about
this thing?
Ooh.
You see that?
Oh, wow.
Yes.
Cyberprank 2069.
Cyberprank 2069. So, I was over here looking up news for gaming, and then I see this article, and then it says, in fact, a lot of news articles or news outlets are handling this right now. Apparently, there was a game called Cyberprank 2069.
Yeah, if you haven't seen this game, we'll put a picture up real quick.
So we will put a picture up, and it had me dying.
It might get us it might just get us age restricted.
Exactly.
On YouTube, but oh well.
Apparently, it was a game that was on Steam that got removed. I don't know exactly why. My best bet is that it was something in tandem with Cyberpunk 2077 that's coming out later on. But I just find it hilarious. One, for the title. It's Cyberpunk 2069.
Oh, yeah. It's funny as hell.
Like, I'm honestly surprised it lasted that long. And then it gets taken down immediately. And also, there's some reports that say that even though that the game was taken down from Steam, some people are still able to play it.
Good for them, you know what I'm saying? If you have one of those alleged links on the internet.
Yes.
Just swing it over. No, I'm joking. No, but like, can we be serious for a second? This game looks like a freaking hentai, bro. I'm not even joking. It looks like one of those 3D hentais.
It probably is. It probably is. Like, I'm not gonna lie with
one of those models. You know what I'm saying? They look kind of familiar. I don't know.
Whoa, familiar, my boy.
I just knocked the whole fucking mic. I'm crying.
No, yo, you got some explaining to do now.
No, I'm joking, man.
All right. You know, Pepperidge Farm always remembers. Remember that.
Pepperidge Farm always remembers. Nah.
Exactly.
Nah, honestly, though, it just looked like one of those kind of games that was made by, you know what I'm saying, one of those kind of people.
One of those people.
One of those people who make a certain type of entertainment. But.
Yes, and it was hilarious for the time being.
But I don't know, if that was done intentionally, then hey...
I mean, the title speaks for itself.
Oh yeah, it fits it fits like completely well. And
then, the bio or like the little synopsis of the game, it sounded like it took itself so seriously. Like you're playing as an ex-cop or like a cop that's trying to take over the world and like get as much money as you can. Meanwhile, you have that picture of that person in the I refuse to say it, by the way, but that game is just weird. It's just hilarious and weird.
Is there a gameplay demo out?
I have no idea.
Oh,
and I don't know if you want to look at that in your own time, but
I'm saying,
I'll let you do you.
Let's pull it up right now. Let's see.
I'll do it. You really want to see it?
Nah, I'm trolling.
Okay. I would have been like. My boy,
nah.
Your curiosity is starting to show its its interests.
No, this is meant to be a troll. Mm-hmm. It's meant to be a troll, and I think it's kind of smart if this was done intentionally to have this kind of a design aesthetically. Mm-hmm. It definitely draw a lot of attention.
Yeah, most likely.
Much so that they got an article written up about it. But hey,
by multiple news outlets. So
yeah, so
kudos to you.
All right.
Oh, that was funny though.
Actually, yo, have you been watching any YouTubers recently?
To be honest, not really. I will say, in my YouTube feed, I'm generally a person that doesn't like to branch out and try to find like other things. I'm more of a person, like a reserved type of person that just likes to stick to the content that they watch. And the stuff that I usually watch is League of Legends related, Smash Bros, anything video game related, the occasional skits done by like say stuff like RDC World. Yo, shout outs to you guys. Your guys are hilarious.
Yeah, they are.
What's that other guy? Long Beach Griffey. There you go. I remember his name.
Caleb City.
Caleb City.
King Vader, bro.
Yes, all of those guys hilarious. But besides that, those are really the videos that I watch.
Yeah, you know it's a Smash tuber I kind of like too. His name is King of Skill.
Oh yeah,
King of Skill. His videos are really great. And honestly, I just love the montages, bro. Any kind of Smash Taj with epic edits and all types of stuff, I'm a fan of. You know what I mean? So
the memes are hilarious. The edits are on point. His humor, his sense of humor is just great, and he's just a really good YouTuber.
Also, moving away from that, I was on YouTube the other day, and I was watching this video by Unbox Therapy, and they had this thing called Big O by Origin, and basically what it was a Xbox One X, a PlayStation 4 Pro, a Nintendo Switch, and like a beastly ass gaming PC all in one. And it was all in one machine, and I saw him use it, and can I just say that thing looked incredible? Like,
yes, like you sent me the video a couple of days ago, and when we saw it together, oh my god, like. And we're not talking about just a regular PS4, Xbox One. We're talking about like what Xbox One. What's the
X? Yeah.
PS4 Pro. What is it? GTX Titan PC.
Oh yeah.
And just all of that in one little box. Well, actually, I shouldn't say little. It's huge.
It's a technical marvel. I am extremely impressed.
And then it runs incredibly well.
Dude is playing Overwatch at like 250 frames. Can I just say that? Like.
Max settings, no lag whatsoever, no frame droppage, no screen tearing, none of that. Just playing it as if he just had like, you know, a beast ass PC. And that thing he has also has a PS4 Pro that they were playing too with the HDMI splitter.
Oh yeah, dude, it's a technical marvel. extremely surprised. And I see how easily they made it to where like you can take the Switch out and take it on the go.
Mm-hmm. I found that it looked like that little part honestly looked like a toaster.
Can I just say, if all those things, like all the keyboard and the monitor, are included in that bundle, like that shit might cost around maybe close to 10 bands.
10 bands.
Think about it though. You got all that. You have the monitor because it came. The crate came with all the stuff, like the monitor, the whole computer setup. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. And if that's all of that in one, maybe not 10 bands.
No, I would say $5,000.
6 to 7.
I say 5, just because
maybe 6 to 7.
If we're doing the math here, right?
This is premium content though. This is premium,
I know.
This is like a premium computer.
I know, but let's just like do the math real quick, right? So we have the PS4 Pro and Xbox One X. That's around $400 each, right? Mm-hmm. All right, so that's $800. Nintendo Switch, extra $300. So that's $1,100 right there.
Yeah.
Depending on how much that PC is, the GTX Titan, that's probably like $2,000 or.
Actually, yeah. You keep talking about that. I'm gonna pull up the specs right now. Okay. Because it was some godlike. I think it was like 64 gigs of RAM on that joint.
Oh, and then 14 terabytes of storage.
Bro,
holy crap!
Yeah, dude.
But yeah, like that's probably $2,000. If we add that up with the other consoles, we're at around $3,100. Keep in mind, I'm just estimating until Arthur brings it up. Besides that, we have the headphones, and those headphones are probably like maybe $100. The monitor, I would say $300 or $400 too. Mm-hmm. So now we're around like $3,500 mark.
All right, so check it out. Check it out. The motherboard MSI Meg Z390 Godlike motherboard. That's the actual name of the motherboard is called Godlike.
How fitting.
The CPU Intel Core i9 9900.
Yes.
GPU NVIDIA Titan RTX, 64 gigs of RAM. OS drive has two 2TB Samsung hard drives. Two
of them.
Let me mention that not only is the PC water cooled, so is the PlayStation and the Xbox is also water cooled with their respective colors: blue for PlayStation, green for Xbox.
Oh, how cute!
Yeah. Storage is 14 terabytes.
Yep. Terabytes, not gigs.
And yeah, not that alone. How much you think that alone might cost? Just for
all of that kind of. That's just for the PC we're talking about.
But not even mentioning the Xbox or the PlayStation. Just
I want to say like $2,000 or $2,500.
Yeah, and you got to understand the Xbox and PlayStation is another band.
Yes.
And then that's not even including how much it costs to water cool all that.
Oh yeah, you're right.
And all the wiring and all the fucking.
You see, I still think it's around the $5,000 mark.
$5,000. I was gonna say honestly, I feel like I was exaggerating with 10 bands. I'm gonna say like 6 to 7 because I'm still thinking like taxes and all that shit. It's like you're probably touching like maybe $6,500.
Mm-hmm. That's the highest I'll go, but I still say $5,000 is probably for all of that. Like $5,000.
Like even with the monitor and all that shit, it's like
even with the monitor, the keyboard, the mouse, headphones included. Do they also bring controllers or no?
Yes, all of the controllers, bro.
All controllers, Xbox One,
Xbox One,
Joycons.
It's yes, with the grip, my nigga. Like,
yo, you were going in right there, my guy.
I know. But hey.
But that is one beast of a machine.
Oh, for sure.
To be able to run all of that. Like, yo, there are probably some people that be like, yo, we're going to Area 51 and we're going to get that machine.
That's the goddamn supercomputer, my guy.
Yo, like, honestly, you're set. If you're a gamer or if you're a streamer especially, that thing is the pinnacle of what you would ever want a system to have.
Yeah, it kind of sucks too because in like a year or two, we're going to have new consoles for both respective. So it's kind of just like, hey, if you got the money, if you want to blow it.
If you really, really want to have every single system in one package, able to switch simultaneously, instantly too, just, go for it. If you really have that much money to spend. For me, that's a no.
Yeah. But the really thing that really made it interesting to me, just how they incorporated the Switch, and I just like how they did that, you know what I mean? Mm-hmm. Oh, actually, speaking of the Switch,
yes.
Let me do the seamless transition real quick.
I was gonna be like, yo, the Joy-Cons though.
The Joy-Cons have been having a real issue with drift.
Yes.
Since upon release, you know what I mean, and everybody's Switches are getting older now. Mm-hmm. It's been out for 2.5 years.
Some of that technology that the Joy-Cons have is starting to show their age, I guess.
Yeah. So a lot of Joy-Cons have been having drift, and I believe Nintendo has issued a statement saying that they'll repair it or you get refunds if you're under warranty.
If you're under warranty, mind you.
Yeah, all I gotta say is I wonder how this is gonna affect the Switch Lite because I believe it's pretty sure it's the same hardware as the regular Joy-Cons, when you switch out for the D-pad.
Yeah.
So if this is gonna have that same issue and you cannot take it off.
But that's the thing. The Joy-Cons are gonna be attached to the actual console itself. They're not gonna be its own separate controller.
If you break a Joy-Con, you can get
Just
a new Joy-Con.
A new one. This one is directly attached to the actual console, or the handheld edge, I should say.
Yeah.
So I feel like that issue would be resolved. But then again, we already have complaints here with the Switch and how the Joy-Cons are having that little drift. Speaking of which, have you ever had that problem?
Joy-Con drift?
Yeah.
No, actually. No, not at all. But that's because I kind of just got mine. It's still kind of new.
Mm-hmm.
Even I got it used, but the person who I got it from, he didn't even have it for that long. So it was pretty much like a brand new.
Okay,
Switch.
fair enough. No, I have never gotten, in the time that I've had my Joy-Cons, there has been a time that it did drift, but it sorted itself out quickly.
Uh-huh.
The only thing that I have a problem with is, you remember that Pro Controller?
Yeah,
not the other one that I got. The first one with the Zelda,
yes.
Zelda thing.
Uh-huh.
That has a bad drift problem, especially on the left analog stick.
Oh yeah, the third-party ones.
Mm-hmm.
It's kind of risky.
Yeah.
It's, you know what I'm saying, like the Pro one is expensive. It's expensive as hell, but like they have decent options, I guess. But I would say you kind of have to be very careful with them. You can't use it like you would use a controller from like 10 years ago.
Yeah, exactly. Like,
it's one of them. It's one of those.
You gotta be extremely careful. So any of you guys that have
any Smash Bros players,
yo, be careful.
This ain't for you. Stick to GameCube controllers. Yeah, alright? They'll last you a long time.
Exactly. I was about to say, like, most Smash players that actually would, mash that joystick, they're probably using GameCube or the Pro Controller anyway.
And you know what I think the mashing really comes from, which was back in the day. A lot of games used to have like moments where you would have to shake the analog stick really freaking fast, and that's not a tradition that's used in modern games nowadays.
No, but keep in mind, I'm not sure if this is true now, but a lot of those older controllers were more durable.
I would have to agree. Yeah.
Like,
when you have like an N64 controller, you literally have a damn brick.
You have a damn brick that will not break. The controller breaks you.
Yeah.
There have been so many reports of people who play Mario Party, and a lot of mini games required you to rotate the little stiff ass analog stick.
Yeah.
And there would actually be like some bruises and.
But even besides that, though, the Wii controller, bro, the Wiimote, bro, that was the brick. Fuck that, bro. That was a literal brick. You know how many people broke their TVs?
Mm-hmm.
Flinging because they didn't want to put the wrist strap on.
Yo, I already know y'all motherfuckers that been playing tennis. When you were in that zone, right? Bro. Trying to beat your little brother, you yeet the crap out of your guy.
Let me tell you something. I must have been maybe 10, 11 years old, and I had a Wii, and my niece, we were in the living room. My niece threw it all the way into the kitchen, and that bitch was fine. It was fine. Like, there was no problems. Like, you're bugging, bro. If you think you're throwing a Joy-Con across the room with no problems, you're gonna have a bad time, you know?
I remember this was back in my aunt's house we were over there one day, and my little cousin was playing Just Dance on the Wii. So I forgot, there was one of the dances where you had to raise your arms up like this. So he did it wildly, and he had the Wii remote in his right hand. And so when he was doing that, he threw that shit onto the ceiling, and it almost hit the chandelier.
Oh my god!
All you heard was, I forgot the song, but you heard the music, and then all you heard was a big bump on the ceiling.
I'm crying.
And then we were all just like so shocked that he
just wear the damn wrist straps, goddammit. It's not hard.
Like, it's just easily put your wrist through it, and bam.
He like, no, I got it.
No. Trust me, I got the grip, son. I got the grip.
Have a concussion. You throw that shit to the ceiling, that shit fall on your head.
I'm about to give your family an entire concussion.
Fuck out of here.
Having to pay for damages and shit. Oh, the good old days of the Wii, bro.
Oh yeah, for sure. Yo, actually, let's transition a little bit away from gaming right now. What do you think? What do you think about that?
I think it's time. That we start to transition to more to Marvel's Phase 4, apparently.
Yeah, dog. They announced a whole other phase, which they did that for Phase 3.
Yeah.
So I expected to come in sometime after Endgame.
Also, didn't I tell you one day that it was kind of weird that they didn't have a separate movie for Black Widow?
Yeah, you did mention that to me.
Yeah. Like, it was weird, but then, like, you said, like, oh, it's Black Widow. It's like, she's not really a main character. She was just part of the Avengers, and Avengers was arguably her story.
But actually, hold on. We're gonna get into some Marvel spoilers. If you haven't seen Endgame, come on, bro.
What are you doing?
Fuck. Alright, fuck it. We're spoiling. So basically, in Endgame, she died.
Yes.
She's dead.
For the Soul Stone.
And this movie, I believe, is gonna be a prequel.
Mm-hmm.
So it's before all that. That's before she linked up with Tony Stark. This is when she was a spy. I don't know if you've seen Iron Man 2, when she was introduced. By the way, amazing fight scene in Iron Man 2 in the hallway. If y'all know if y'all know, you know.
Yes.
But hey,
yes.
This is gonna be a prequel before all that even happened.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Agent Romanoff, I believe it was her last name, and that's gonna be on the Disney Plus streaming service, which I am not gonna get. So if someone has a link, hit your boy up.
Hit us up. You know.
All I'm saying is this better be great quality. This better not be no fucking Agents of Shield. This better not be no damn. Oh wait, which one?
What was it?
Fucking CW Supernatural. This better not be no fucking The Flash CG. Like I need it to look good.
This better not
really
be
good.
The Arrow post season 2.
I haven't seen any footage of anything. I don't think they released anything. All I know is that Marvel has set a standard for their movies, and I expect them to keep that same consistency in the streaming service. If they don't, I'm gonna be disappointed.
Yes.
If they drop the ball, it's like, what the fuck are you even doing? They charging, what is it, $10 a month for just the really? You're paying for the archive. Honestly, you're paying for the archive of the Disney originals, and you're paying for the new Marvel movies.
Yes.
Which it's not smart. It's not a smart. It's a smart idea on paper, but in execution, I don't know how that's gonna work out.
I told this to you earlier, but I say like they're biting off a lot more than they could chew.
Yeah, I felt like
don't get me wrong. Marvel Studios has made some incredible films and an incredible universe, right? But when you take that universe and start to like make your own streaming service and use that universe as the selling point, as to be like, hey, if you pay like, you know, $10 a month, you'll have access to all the other ones, plus the ones that are going to be coming in the future.
Yeah, but hold on real quick. Let's actually just go down the list of everything else that we have that's going to be on what they announced for Phase 4, essentially. So they have Falcon and the Winter Soldier.
Not bad. I'm actually curious about how that's gonna work out between those two.
Yeah, because he's the new Cap.
Yeah.
Have you seen the logo? The logo is literally
it's Captain
Shield.
Yeah. I've seen that.
I wonder if they're gonna have fucking Cap in there, like episode 1.
I don't know.
I'm old as fuck now, and you got to do my job for me.
No, I don't think I will.
I don't think I will. No. All right, let me not do that.
So yeah, before you continue, are we gonna have the same actors portraying them?
Yes, they said they will have the same actors.
Okay.
I think what they're trying to go for essentially is a seamless universe where it's like, hey, you can watch everything, and there's a certain level of consistency. Not like there was in like the Netflix shows.
Yes.
And basically, they weren't really referencing anything of import, like the Vegas shit, essentially.
Yes. All right. So I remember there was, I think, also a Doctor Strange one.
Oh yeah. It's down the list.
Yes.
So next we have the Eternals, which is going to be a movie. By the way, whatever happened to the Immortals? Remember they announced that movie in Phase 3? You know what they did with that shit? They turned that shit into a TV show, and that shit flopped. That
really?
Shit flippity flopped, bro.
Yo, I think the reason why I don't know that just shows how much that flopped.
They announced that in Phase 3. It was like, oh, it's going to be a movie, and then it was like, we don't give you the CW treatment.
We could have give you the CW treatment.
We're gonna fucking give you that CG, that Arrow post season 2 CG.
Exactly. Like, oh my goodness.
No, I'm sure of it. Some of it looks pretty decent. You know what I mean? But
I would hope so, especially coming from Marvel Studios. Yeah. Maybe this time they'll actually do something with that.
And we're gonna. I want to reiterate this again at the end, but I really hope that their level of quality is consistent throughout all this.
Yes. I mean, what's the worst thing that Marvel Studios has put out?
I don't know, bro, but I've seen some of their shows, like Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. the level of consistency is just not there. It's not like a movie.
To be honest, I never bothered.
I saw one episode.
I
and
just
was
stick
like,
with the movies, honestly.
All right, next Shanghai. I mean, pardon me.
Shanghai. We're going to China?
Shang-Chi and the Legend of the Ten Rings. I'm sorry. What the fuck?
I was about to say, we're going to Shanghai now all of a sudden?
I'm not sure what that is.
Me either. To be
I'm
honest,
not
I have
sure.
no idea
That's
what
not
is that.
Doctor Strange. Because the next one, next one is WandaVision, Spring 2021, Disney Plus.
So wait, Vision comes back?
I don't know.
Oh, spoiler alert. You guys should know this from it.
We gave it already. The nigga's dead, bro.
Yeah.
Thanos came,
Ripped that man.
cracked his cranium, and took the stone out of his hands.
You took everything from me.
Cracked his whole cranium, like, yo,
poor Vision.
let me borrow your forehead real quick, boy.
Exactly.
Nah, but
Let me borrow your man's
I don't know, man.
It's probably gonna be another prequel.
Next one is a movie, actually, Doctor Strange in the Multiverse of Madness. That's 2021 though, so another Doctor Strange. I like the first Doctor Strange. I wanted to do Doctor Strange. Watch. Yeah, I love the CGI and everything.
Yeah, I definitely love that.
Loki is getting the show, same actor.
Yeah, okay.
On Disney Plus.
All right.
There's gonna be What If. Actually, I wanted this What If shit to really be a movie because I've actually personally like done some research on the Marvel What If comics and they're incredible.
What are they anyway? I've always wanted to ask.
What it is it's a series of going back into certain events that took place, like legendary events in Marvel history, and just say, what if? What if fucking what if the X-Men were in Avengers 1? Or what if Captain America never had a shield?
Yeah.
Or what if I don't know. What if Iron Man's dad never passed away? You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
Like
so
just shit like that. Certain scenarios, and they can't get Iron Man anymore because you know what I'm saying. Robert Downey Jr. is bounced out that shit.
Yep, he's done.
They announced like a bunch of actors from like the core Marvel, like Avengers, and they're gonna be in that series on Disney Plus.
Okay. All right. Fair enough.
Hawkeye. Hawkeye's getting a show on Disney Plus.
Okay. Kind of surprised, but it's kind of on the same boat with the Black Widow.
Nah, I'm not surprised because I saw that rebrand coming. They tried to give him that mohawk in Endgame, and it was like, yeah, he's a badass.
Also got a sword now, too.
This is what Marvel does, bro. They try to when they first introduce characters, like some of them can be looked at as kind of uninteresting, but they'll try to develop them more as time goes. Like I've seen that for Captain America. I've seen that for Thor.
Yeah, I was about to say
Thor's
especially.
I've seen that for a bunch of the side characters. And in the movies, and I just like see like how they develop.
Okay.
Through different movies and stuff. So I'm like, okay. I'm like, who is the? There's no offense to Hawkeye, but who is the lamest nigga in the Avengers right now? And they're like, Hawkeye. Let's make this nigga cool. Let's give him a taper on the side. You know what I'm saying? Let's give him a little interesting backstory. His whole family gets disintegrated.
Just anything to make him, more interesting.
Yeah. And then let's give him a show.
Yeah.
I'm good though. But
we'll make them watch.
The next one is a movie, Thor.
Another Thunder. Love and Thunder.
So this is the one I've heard about. This one. This is where they have they're getting Natalie Portman to be the female Thor.
Female Thor.
Yeah. So there's this story in the comics where it's like Thor loses the ability to use his hammer, and apparently Jane gets it, and then she becomes the female Thor. All I gotta say is, they've done that arc before in the Marvel universe, so I hope they don't do it again. Yeah. Because I don't want to see that shit again. It was lame. You remember in Infinity War? Yes. It was in Infinity War.
Yeah.
This nigga literally cannot use his fucking hammer. It's like, y'all literally just went through that. Like, I don't want to see that again in 2 years. Don't recycle the same thing to me.
Yeah, that's
Give me
true.
the cliff notes. Do it how they did Spider-Man. Just give me the fucking gist of it. Don't run that whole, oh my god, I can't use my hammer again. Like, that shit was overplayed the first time.
That's for the entirety of the movie too. Until like the end with the climax where they actually let him use the hammer. The payoff is just not worth it.
Oh, no.
Especially for how long you're going to take to just play this whole plot of, I can't use my hammer.
That's my worry, essentially. But I really like the last Thor movie, and I like the characters that they introduced in Ragnarok, especially his whole team and everything like that. So we'll see where this goes. I want to see the trailer.
Yeah, we'll see how this goes.
I think that's everything from the Marvel list.
Yeah. And I think now would probably be a good time to actually transition to the anime side.
Yeah, that was a great conversation about that.
That was
Marvel
actually
list, honestly, that was dope.
I will say to wrap it up, I am just kind of surprised to see that they're going for a phase 4, but then again, I'm not surprised.
Bro, no, how would you be surprised?
Not just mostly because I thought they would just be like done with this.
Bro, they make billions of dollars. They are never going to stop.
You're right.
Bro,
You're
look
right.
at me. When 3 generations down from us, they're still gonna be rebooting the same shit from 20 years ago, bro. This is basically the groundwork, and they're gonna keep doing it. And then when the next generation comes, they're gonna do the same thing. It's because you know why? Because it works.
Because it makes
look
money.
at Lion King.
Yes.
Look at Aladdin. They're just gonna keep recycling the same thing.
And how funny that it's Disney.
Why change? We can make money. I say the same thing about Pokemon.
Oh yeah, you're right. You're right.
Why change?
change something when the same formula? I mean, look at Call of Duty.
Look at capitalism. All right, never mind. That's a whole nother story.
Now we're getting political.
All right, cool.
We're getting political in a freaking video game and anime podcast.
Wait, man, you got to get that bread somehow. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I respect it. I respect
all right.
it. 20 years from now, I'm gonna be able to look how they massacred my boy.
All right.
Oh goodness.
I want to get into some other stuff. Let's move away from this. Let's go to the anime section.
Yes. And let's start off probably with something that you've been excited about, the My Hero stuff.
Oh yeah, dude, I love My Hero.
Who doesn't at this point?
Bro, I just want to. You know what I really want to see this season? I want to see growth, and I want to see him stand up on his own 10.
Yes.
And stop all the crying and just be a badass this whole
At the
season.
very least, start doing it. You know.
He started near the end of last season, but
I want to see more.
I want to see the growth this season.
Dude, I want to see this man actually use a lot more of his powers.
I think he will.
I hope so.
Will. He got that,
To be fair, we don't read the manga though, so we can't. He probably has been like using a whole bunch of it now, but we don't know.
I need to see that kickboxing technique. But you know what I want though. This is just my idea of what's gonna happen. So if I'm right, we'll look back on this in the future, and you let me know if I'm right. In the beginning or near the beginning, I wanted to have a similar intro as the first episode did, where he's basically like on some How I Met Your Mother shit, like, yo, now I'm the strongest hero.
Now I'm the strongest hero.
You get to see like a glimpse of him like in his like full power, you know what I'm saying? And then it goes back, like I like how they did that in the very first episode, like, yo, this is how I became the strongest hero.
Yes, but to be fair, that was only narration. They didn't actually show anything.
I know, but like that's just what I would like to see. That that's what I'm putting out. What happened in the next season?
Like, this is how I became the strongest hero. Like, the thing that I like and I dislike about that is that, one, I know that the main character is like he's gonna be like, you know, strong.
Matter of fact, we didn't even watch the trailer. We just saw the article.
Yeah, that's true. But did you mention that the trailer is also in like English dub?
Oh yeah, I think they're doing like a simultaneous dub with Funimation.
Simulcast kind of thing.
Yeah.
But besides that, the reason why I also dislike that kind of approach is that it kind of removes some tension. You know?
It does, but it did that from the first episode.
Yeah, no, that's what I'm saying. I like it, but then again, it's like a little personal pet peeve of mine.
I mean, but honestly, it's an anime. It's gonna get there.
Yeah.
It's one of those kind of shonens where it's like your whole road is paved in front of you, similar to like Naruto. Where it's like, hey,
yeah, like My Hero is like, all right,
I want to be the Hokage. It was like, what do you think's gonna happen? It's probably gonna become the Hokage.
Yeah, it's like My Hero was like, all right, let's cut the bullshit. We all know that this guy's gonna be the best hero. It's just a matter of what does he go through.
Yeah, I feel like the anime knows itself well enough to not you know what I'm saying, fall into that trope.
Yeah, it's like, you know,
that's a trope. You know that, right?
Oh, of course, I know that's a trope. It's like, you know that Deku's gonna be the best hero. Now, the reason why you want to watch it is because how does he become the best hero?
Yeah, it's not wanting to see the trials and tribulations.
It's about seeing his journey into becoming the person that he is going to be.
Yeah.
Like, that's one of the good things I could say.
Let me rephrase that. It's not seeing how like you want to see. What am I saying? It's not saying how you want to see him. Like how you like. It doesn't matter if you already know that he's going to be the strongest hero. It's more so the journey. It's the journey. Yeah,
it's always about the journey, not the destination. That's what everyone says.
And if the journey is good, it don't really fucking matter.
Yeah, especially when the journey kicks ass. And freaking All Might, Bakugo, and a whole bunch of the supporting cast, Todoroki, freaking my favorite girl, Jiro.
Jiro's your favorite
best girl. Best girl. You
sure.
can at me. You fucking Ura.
Is that Shorty with the headphones?
Yes.
It's because of the game.
Yes, it's because of the game. And no. Also, I just like Jiro as a character.
Okay.
All you Ochako motherfuckers that say she's the best girl. Nah. It's Jiro. It's Jiro. You can at me.
I don't know this girl's name. It starts with a T. The girl with the knife.
Toga?
Yeah.
I think that's her name. The one that has like a fucking obsession.
I'll give
with
it to
Deku.
her, or I give it to the shorty that repairs shit.
Oh, the one that technically doesn't have powers, but
yeah,
she basically can repair anything.
Oh,
the one that literally dived onto Deku with her big ass, her big rack.
Yep, you can't see me, but I'm putting up the okay.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Let's transition a little bit away from that. Let's go to it's the summertime. You know what I mean? What other anime is out right now?
So right now, the biggest three that I can confidently say are going to be the ones to watch out for this season. We got Fire Force, Dr. Stone, and then season 2 of Danmachi.
Yeah,
anime that you like very much.
Yeah, let me just preface this. I've been waiting 4 years.
4 years
since the last season.
Jesus Christ, my dude.
Yeah, I really enjoyed the first season. I didn't think there was going to be a second season, but after I saw it was confirmed, I was just like, great, now I got to wait for it. And then I don't really keep up to date when anime are releasing. I just know that it's coming. Mm-hmm. And so I check. I'm like, is this shit out yet? And like, oh shit, it's 2 episodes in. I'm like, great. So I just started watching, and it's great, bro. It feels like a seamless transition right when I first watched it 4 years ago.
Yo, that feeling that you got was the same feeling that I got when I saw that Blue Exorcist was getting a season 2.
Yeah, dude.
I was like, that feeling of when you think an anime is like done, but then they have a season 2 that they pull out years later. It's good.
Bro, you gotta watch that show, bro. It's really good. It's
I
really
know.
good. I've been telling you that for 4 years. You know that.
Yes. And another one you've been telling me to finish.
Mob Psycho.
All right, let
this guy still hasn't finished Mob Psycho.
Let me preface this by saying that I'm only like 2 episodes away from finishing.
But when was the last time you seen the last episode?
Oh, like a month ago.
I feel like 1 or 2 months ago.
Hey, my friend told me to finish Wakfu, and that took a lot of my time because each season had 26 episodes.
So you decided to go to you said to go to the longer seasons instead of finishing a show that had 2 episodes left? He said it's like 40 minutes or 5-6 hours. I'm gonna go with that.
Do not question my logic.
Well, I have to, bro. It's like
I know. If you don't question it, everyone else will. Oh man, but anyway, the other ones, Dr. Stone. Apparently, it's an anime essentially about how there's like this big flash that turned everyone in the world to stone, and then there's this high schooler that he wakes up like thousands of years later. Mm-hmm. And he was really into science. Yeah. And so, like, a world evolved around him because of that event. And so now he's just trying to, like, change the world, essentially, to bring it back to, like, modern standards. Like, there was a scene that I saw, essentially, that he was introducing the concept of guns. Yeah. And he was talking about all this scientific stuff.
What show is this?
This is Dr. Snow. Yeah.
Okay.
Like, it's, like, post-apocalyptic, but, like, they turn back. Like, the world itself ages into, like, a simpler time period, and since he's from our modern age, he knows, he's, like, a high school student that focuses a lot on science, and he knows a lot. He tries to reintroduce it back. That's kind of, like, the main thing with the show.
I see. Okay.
Yeah. It's so far, not bad. It's definitely pretty good. And then we have Fire Force, which...
The title kind of just grabs me, honestly. When I hear Fire Force, I'm like, sounds like some Power Rangers type shit. Right? You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah. What is that show about?
That show is essentially like it's a special firefighter group. I guess you could call them a firefighter.
Firefighters, if they're literally firefighters, they slide on a pole. I'm gonna start laughing.
Yeah, that'd be funny. But what's it called? They're apparently in their world. They have these things called infernals, which are like human beings, but that get turned into like these weird fire monsters. And then this fire force over here, funny enough, they essentially exterminate them, or they like prevent them from
turn
causing
into
any
fire
harm.
monsters.
Yes. And they're called infernals.
So, this reminds me of Bleach for some reason. I don't know. I don't know.
Bleach out of all shows.
Nah, because it's like, think about it. It's like people get turned into like these things. You gotta go.
Oh, yeah. Well, to be fair, I've never really watched Bleach, and I don't really care for the series that much. I'm sorry, Christian.
Hey, that's fine. But, That's an interesting idea. I wonder if these guys, like, how they dress. Like, yo, you got on a red trench coat or like
legit. I think. Have you ever seen the picture for it?
No, I haven't. You gotta pull that up for me. You gotta pull it up.
It's right here. I have it right there. Wait a minute. There it is. Look at him.
What the fuck?
Like, you can post a picture too up on our YouTube.
These niggas is firefighters.
Yes, they're actual firefighters. I think the thing is that they are also able to control fire.
So they're firebenders and firefighters? Is this Avatar?
This is what happens if that Fire Nation won the war.
God damn. They won the war so hard that the fire got out of control and they had to control their own shit.
Yes.
They're...
But like the main character apparently he can kick up fire with his feet.
Zuko?
Zuko. Oh my god. But yeah, that's what the show is. It's literally firefighters fighting other fire beings.
I'm confused and interested at the same time. Like, I don't know how to feel. But I want to watch it though.
Yes. I think I'm gonna start watching definitely gonna finish Dr. Stone and Mob Psycho.
How many episodes are out?
I think 3 are out. Oh no, 2 are out so far, and apparently there's gonna be 12 episodes.
I'm interested. I want to see how it's animated. If it's like one of those shows where it's like they're just doing some basic shit. Mm-hmm. Like, let me throw a hypothetical at you. Like, what if it's like they're all hypnotized to think
that they can control fire.
That instead of it being a fire monster, like these niggas' houses are actually on fire and they're just like living in like the real world and they're all like thinking they're in some like futuristic shit. Some postmodern shit, you know what I'm saying?
Yo, imagine if this is just a subliminal message that all firefighters essentially like to think like this in order to help them cope with the fire that they're fighting.
Yeah, and it's like if they do some like crazy animation like oh, get the fire.
Alright, Arnold Schwarzenegger.
And just the nigga with a hose. Fucking just
you see
clearing up a barbecue or something.
Like... Exactly. You see some guy controlling flames, and then in actuality, it's just him using a fire extinguisher.
It's like, bro, are you good?
Like,
he's like, oh yeah, thank you, you're welcome.
Yeah, you're welcome.
Then he just leaves. Like,
yeah.
If that's what it is, bro, like that might be one of my favorite shows of the year. But I don't think that's what that is.
We can only dream of.
I know.
We can legit.
How funny would that be though? Like
that would be hilarious, dude.
Yo, watch for these fucking animators steal my fucking idea or something.
Yeah, you copyrighted today. That's yours. That's your idea for a show. The subliminal messages. Fire Force.
These niggas is just like regular.
Regular. Coming this summer to you. Firefighters try to deal with their pressure of being an actual firefighter by pretending they're in some kind of supernatural show.
This summer, nobody knows why he has the hose. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
All right, bet.
All right, but anyway, we are approaching the 42-minute mark. The 43-minute mark, actually.
Yeah, I think we got everything off the list. You know what I'm saying?
This has been actually very productive. I didn't think we'd actually go this long, honestly.
This is a great episode.
Hell yeah.
Shit was funny as fuck.
Dude, every episode gets better and better.
Yeah.
The more that we do this. Especially the news.
Consistency.
The news is hilarious.
It's really just consistency and key and just repetition.
Yeah.
We're bound to get better at it, you know what I mean?
Yeah, exactly. And you guys are with us on the journey to see us get better, you know?
Yeah, man. All right. I think that's it. I think we got everything off the list. Anything else you want to say before we go?
New York weather is bipolar as fuck.
Yesterday it felt like a fall day.
It felt like fall. I felt like it was the perfect blend of cool wind and humidity while also not being so hot.
Yesterday was some October weather.
Yes.
It felt like October, for real.
Yes.
And then it rained.
And then it rains, and then now here we are.
And it's 85 degrees. How you feel? Like, yeah.
I feel hot as fuck.
That's New York for you, though.
I will keep mentioning this because for anyone that does not live in New York City or has never experienced New York weather, it is incredibly bipolar, random, and overall just intense and extreme when it wants to be.
Actually, if you've been listening to the podcast and the last time we talked about New York weather, the last time you saw me, I was wearing a fucking hoodie.
Yes.
Some long ass pants. I got on some shorts and a short sleeve shirt. You know what I'm saying?
Like it changes every time.
New York does not play.
No. But anyway, I think we should probably wrap it up right now.
Oh yeah, bro. Yo. Good podcast, man.
Good podcast, dude.
Alright guys, if you enjoyed this episode, definitely give it a like, you know what I'm saying? If you're listening to us on Apple Podcasts, rate us 5 stars, leave us a review, let us know what you think, you know what I'm saying?
We have to make sure, because on SoundCloud, remember?
Yeah, that's true. If you're listening on SoundCloud, you're not listening on SoundCloud, but...
You're not listening on SoundCloud, but just...
We ran out of time on there, so...
Yes.
We're basically just going to keep going with the platforms we have now.
Yes.
And...
Because we have a bunch of
We'll throw up a little
also.
announcement on SoundCloud, like after this, and just be like, hey, go check us out on our other platforms. We're on YouTube. There's a video version on YouTube, definitely.
No shout
actually, every Saturday at 9 a.m. There is a premiere on YouTube. So if you're up at 9 a.m. for some reason and you have nothing to watch, check out the podcast live. And then after that, it goes up on every platform: Spotify, Apple Podcasts, Stitcher Radio, Anchor, pretty much anywhere you listen to podcasts, you can check us out. So check us out, definitely.
Yes. And also, if you watch on YouTube, you can see some of that picture of that Cyberprank 2069.
Oh yeah, you can see the visual to what we're talking about. Like,
yes.
You can see, like, hey, we're talking about these weird ass pictures and and games and shit. You'll see what we're talking about.
Exactly.
All right, man. Yeah, I think that's been it. All right, my name is AJ.
And my name is Arthur.
And this has been the Loading Podcast, guys. Take care.
Take care, people.